Okay, so 16.28 million people. In Korea, that's not just a box office hit, that's a cultural event. The King's Warden happened, and suddenly, Korea remembered what it feels like to actually need to see something in a cinema. And Park Ji-hoon was right in the middle of it. My subscriber Asuka put it perfectly. Like Helen of Troy, the face that launched 1,000 ships. Except Ji-hoon's version launched 16 million people off their couches and into cinemas. But here's the thing. This guy doesn't stop there. So I got curious. What's this guy doing next? The one who's quietly taking over Korean entertainment, but always on his own terms. The tears from playing Danjong barely had time to dry, and he's already tying on an apron. As a military cook. Wait, a military cook? My first reaction? Honestly, wait, what? But the more I looked into it, the more it made complete sense. And that's what we're talking about today. Oh, and Weak Hero Season 3? We're getting to that too. Stay with me. Park Ji-hoon's first upcoming project, The Cook of Legend. Premiering May 11th, streaming on TVing. The setup is kind of fascinating. Our main character, Kong Sung-jae, enlists as literally the top-scoring trainee in his entire unit. And on day one, his commanding officer looks at him and goes, "He can make ramen. Make him a military cook." Yeah, that's how that goes. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with how the Korean military works, being a military cook isn't something you volunteer for. You get assigned. Your superior decides, and that's it. And the reason Sung-jae got assigned there? One test result. On his very first day, he gets flagged as a gwansim byeongsa, a soldier under observation. Gwansim byeongsa is a system unique to the Korean military. Soldiers classified as mentally vulnerable get placed under separate management. And once that label gets attached to you, it follows you like a shadow. So here's this guy who walked in as the top trainee, and by the end of day one, he's been stamped high risk and shuffled off to the kitchen. But then something shifts. His eyes turn red, and the military cook quest begins. A legend born in the exact place the system tried to bury him. And honestly, this is a completely new chapter in Park Ji-hoon's filmography. Okay, if this kind of deep dive is what you're here for, subscribe! There's a lot more where this came from. His second upcoming project, Promoter, a boxing drama. It's about a hard-working boxer and Korea's first female promoter. A human sports drama about two people who push each other toward a dream. Quick note for anyone unfamiliar. A promoter is the person who organizes boxing matches, handles the publicity, scouts the fighters, and basically makes the whole event happen. They're the ones building the stage, while the boxer just has to show up and fight. Now, this casting might seem random, but it's really not. Behind that pretty face, Ji-hoon is actually known for being intensely physical and sporty. Classic gatmoe, honestly. And that tracks. For the King's Warden, he trained in traditional Korean archery, and his instructor said he took to it naturally because, quote, someone who's danced knows how to use their body. So, Danjong drew a bow, Sung-jae picked up a ladle, and now he's lacing up gloves. Okay, this is the part you actually came for. Weak Hero Season 3. Official announcement? None. I know, it's all running on hope. But honestly, I feel it in my bones. I really want this to happen, and there are actual reasons people are going wild right now. First, the director of the Weak Hero series, Director Yu, recently posted an illustration on Instagram. Out of nowhere, 7 wolves howling on Hannam Bridge. No caption, just posted it. Now, if you know the original webtoon, the final battle takes place on a bridge over the Han River. And Baku's crew from Eunjong? Exactly 7 members. One fan connected the dots online, and the fandom immediately lost its mind. Is this a spoiler? Was the reaction within minutes. Second, Weak Hero's creative director Jun-hee and Choi Hyun-wook showed up together at a film premiere recently. Fans immediately started spinning. Why would these two show up together? Could they be having meetings about Suho's character arc in Season 3? A girl can dream, right? Honestly, I want to fall into that sweetness too. Third, and this one sent social media into a full spiral. A selfie of Ji-hoon and Hyun-wook, posted at 4 a.m. 4 in the morning. These two were together at 4 a.m. Fans immediately started going. Is this Soo-ho and Si-eun reuniting? The Hope Circuit was on full blast. And then, do you guys remember this? Right after Weak Hero Class 2 dropped, Ji-hoon said something in multiple interviews. If Season 3 happens, he hopes it becomes a fight against adults. He said he'd been imagining the story on his own, like he'd turned into a writer for a second. A fight against adults. If Class 1 was about Si-eun losing the people he loves most to a broken system, and Class 2 was about recovery, then maybe Class 3 is the one where Si-eun finally puts a crack in that system itself, because he's not alone anymore. No official announcement, but these 3 things being a coincidence, the timing is way too clean. And if you're new here, Weak Hero is kind of this channel's whole origin story. 3 young people ground down by a system that was never built for them. That's what drew me in. And it never really let go. Everything we've built on this channel, the full character analysis, it's all in the free ebook below. One more thing before I go. A lot of male actors, when one role gets really popular, they panic. Typecast anxiety kicks in. So they bulk up overnight, chase tough guy roles, do a complete 180. I get it. That fear makes sense. But when someone asked Ji-hoon the same question, his answer was completely different. I actually like it. No, I want to maintain it more. Sorry, what? Eye acting is hard. Si-eun was a character who had to express everything through his eyes. The fact that so many people empathize and understand, that feels like proof that I expressed it well. So I want to hold on to that image a little longer. That's clever. And honestly, it shows real confidence. You know why pretty-faced male entertainers rush to shake the sugar boy image? Because they're scared the public only sees them that way. But Ji-hoon, I don't think he has that fear. At least, it doesn't show, because he already knows. The public saw the real him through Si-eun, not the winking idol, not the cute face, the version of him with depth, with wounds, with a quiet and heavy inner world. And then came Danjong, and he gave people exactly what they'd been quietly hoping for. That tragic boy king who loved his people. The one history remembered, but never quite showed us. So why rush to prove anything? The cook of legend, promoter, and maybe, just maybe, weak hero. Season 3. I think all of these choices come from that same confidence. This is an actor worth watching. For a long time. What do you think? If Weak Hero Season 3 actually happens, what kind of adults do you think Si-eun will have to face? Drop it in the comments. I'm genuinely curious. See you next time!